The views and opinions presented by the host, guests, or callers on this program do not necessarily represent the positions of WMBS Radio.
Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to What's on Your Mind, the extended short show. Open conversation today for both hours, so give me a buzz, 724-438-4593. I am looking forward to chatting with everybody. All righty, let's see here. What's on Your Mind, brought to you by Tireman's Auto Garage, K2 Engineering, Coldwell Banker, Laurel Ridge Realty, Chestnut Ridge Counseling, Hicks and Baugh's Drugstore, Red Rooster Dumpster and Hauling, Bright Stripe Seal Coating and Line Striping, and returning as a sponsor of What's on Your Mind, Gary's Auto Sales. So welcome back, Gary's Auto Sales. All right, couple things on my my list that we can chat about here. You just heard on the news. The New York Appellate Division consists of 5 members, overturned the penalty against President Trump on his fraud trial. They said it was an excessive fine that violates the 8th Amendment, but they upheld the finding of liable. So it's almost a given that the president will now appeal to, New York's highest court, which is the Court of Appeals. The fine was $364 million, but with interest in there, put it up closer to $500 million. So, a little victory for the president on that one. Let's see here. All right. This has been in the news a bit lately. School districts here locally, Carlinton School District and Monessen, they have a cell phone policy where students, they get to school in the morning and their cell phone gets deposited into a magnetic bag that they do not have access to until the end of the day. So no cell phones in those schools. Penn Hills has a similar policy. Allegheny Valley School, they're looking to implement a policy, no cell phones in classrooms, but the students can continue having them in the hallways and in the cafeterias. So about, I think it was about, 20 some states across the country have implemented cell phone laws when it comes to students in schools. So what do you think? What's your thought on this? Is it a good idea to limit cell phone access to students while in school? I know some people will argue, they need to be able to get hold of parents or vice versa in case of emergency, at which point I say you call the school office and let them know. But other data that's out there shows that schools where cell phones are confiscated or you're not allowed to have them in class, data is showing that it's been beneficial to the kids when it comes to their learning with social interaction with fellow students. A lot less stress is involved. So your thoughts? I don't know what the policies might be of schools here in Fayette County. I don't know. But I'd like to hear from you. Your student, your child is getting ready to go back to school here shortly. What is the policy here in Fayette County of the different schools? Cell phones permitted, or are they being, basically confiscated when they walk through the door at the beginning of the day? So please let me know what's going on here in Fayette County and your thoughts on all of that. So parents for other students heading off to college, facing a little different dilemma, I guess. Finding out that more parents are sending their kids back to college armed with Narcan. What do you think? I think that's a great idea. You know, a lot of times these students, especially freshmen, it's their first time out on their own. They're going to parties, not necessarily gonna know what's going on and what it is that they may be drinking, eating, smoking, whatever it may be. So having Narcan nearby, readily accessible, not a bad idea. What do you think about that? Let me see here. Tomorrow's Friday, so yes. High school football season starts. I'm hoping to entice Brian, the voice of Fayette County high school football, to join me for a little bit later on in the show here, maybe to talk about the upcoming season. Both Uniontown and Laurel Highlands, I know, have new head coaches. What are expectations? So maybe we can talk Brian into joining us later on in the show. And I do have a caller online. Bear with me. I'll get to you here momentarily. So I brought up artificial intelligence earlier in the week. I want to bring it up again. And the reason being, so I came across a video earlier today, and it was a video of former President Ronald Reagan. And the words he was saying, the words that he said in this video from his presidency back in the 80s, but rings true, in my opinion, for what's going on today. And I thought, it might be a good thing to, quote the former president on these words. So what I wanted to, but one thing I didn't know when this speech took place. So I went looking, because I wanted to be able to tell you, President Reagan said this on such and such date at such and such event, or, the background for it. I could not find anything. What I did find was an article concerning this video that said it was a fake, that it was altered, that the former president never said those words. And in this article, the Reagan Library out in California chimed in and said, yeah, we have no record. We can't find anything in archives, in his written works, nothing that indicates he ever said those words in the context that this video is showing. So here it is. Looked very genuine. It looked real. And that's the problem with artificial intelligence today. That's the problem with so many programs that are available, that so much stuff can be put together that's absolutely not true. Another thing, so yesterday, it was last night, winding down at the end of the day, and I'm doing a little scrolling on the internet, and I come across a quote that's being attributed to Dan Rooney, president of the Steelers. And it has to do with selling merchandise. And he says, I have to be true to our fan base. And so certain merchandise the Pittsburgh Steelers are no longer going to be associated with. And I'm like, okay, kind of gutsy. And not that I disagree with him, but okay, good. So I paged down a little bit further, and now all of a sudden, here's the president of the Kansas City Chiefs on a post that looks very familiar, very similar to what I just saw with the Steelers, with the exact same verbiage in a quote attributed to the president of the Chiefs. This morning, I see another one. This time it's with the Philadelphia Eagles and their ownership. So, it just really brings home the fact that you can't trust anymore videos, quotes, whatever on the internet, because they are made to look so real that you tend to trust them. But it is wrong. I see so much stuff on the internet that I say, yeah, this might be interesting to bring up on the radio, but I can't find verification. I can't find anything to back that up, so I never bring it to you. It's just so pervasive out there. So I guess it's my way of telling you, as you're scrolling, as you're looking through whatever on the internet, just keep in mind that you got a 50-50 chance of what you're reading is real. And before you go and share that, do a little research. Verify to yourself that what you just saw, what you just read, is real. I know we're all going to get caught up. At some point in time, we're going to see something, and it just resonates so strongly with us that we're going to hit that button that says share immediately, and we're going to get caught up in it. We're going to pass on misinformation ourselves. I try not to do that, and I hope you try and do the same as well. So we can chat about that today as well. To the caller that just left, hey, I urge you to call back. I'm done here with my little bit. I'm going to take a quick little break, so give me a buzz. And both lines are open, 724-438-4593.
Step back in time to 1794 as Friendship Hill Association celebrates Whiskey Rebellion Festival Weekend, August 30th and 31st. Tucked away on Route 166 in New Geneva and a National Historic Site, Whiskey Rebellion Festival at Friendship Hill is a weekend of local history and fun with Ron Duquette as Albert Gallatin and Brady Kreitzer, author of A Distilled History of the Whiskey Rebellion, plus craft vendors, fife and drum corps, children's games, pumpkin races, the barbecue buggy, and more. To learn more, visit Friendship Hill Association's Facebook page.
Concerned about your heart health? At WVU Medicine, we believe your heart deserves world-class care, close to home and always within reach. Our non-invasive cardiology team uses advanced tests like stress tests and cardiac MRI to diagnose and monitor heart conditions without surgery. Call 877-WVU, the number 4HRT, or visit wvumedicine.org/heart.
Are you looking to list or sell your house? Now is the time to let the professionals at Caldwell Banker Laurel Ridge Realty help you with all of your real estate needs. Caldwell Banker Laurel Ridge Realty has two convenient locations to better serve you. In Uniontown area, 724-437-7100, or in Connellsville area, 724-628-7200, and speak with one of our real estate professionals. Visit our website, caldwellbanker.com. We have been proudly serving Western Pennsylvania area for over 30 years and look forward to helping you with all of your real estate needs. Broker Paul Borch Jr.
Are you considering a project design and don't know where to start? K2 Engineering offers a wide range of professional civil, architectural, and municipal services to meet your individual project needs. Our versatility, combined with our personalized approach, is what sets us apart as a full-service engineering and consultation firm. To learn more about our services, please visit us on the web at www.k2engineering.net. K2 Engineering, where customer service is our priority.
Your mental health is your most valuable asset. With 55 years of experience serving Western Pennsylvania, Chestnut Ridge Counseling Services is ready and able to assist you with all of your mental health needs. Offering over 20 specialized treatments, open access, and just-in-time scheduling means that you receive the treatment you need in a time-conscious fashion. Chestnut Ridge Counseling now offers telehealth, mental health urgent care with immediate access to a mental health professional with no appointment necessary. Call 724-437-0729. That's 724-437-0729 for mental health urgent care at Chestnut Ridge Counseling. Outpatient care options include individual, group, and family therapies, mental health and psychiatric evaluations, and medication services. Outpatient care and services are also available for patients under the age of 18, geared towards youth-centric problems and concerns. Take control of your mental health care with Chestnut Ridge Counseling Services. Call 724-437-0729 to set up an appointment or speak immediately with a mental health professional.
Hello, I'm attorney Jeremy Davis from the law firm of Davis & Davis. We have been helping the great people of Fayette County for over 45 years with personal injury claims. If you are hurt or injured, call our law firm for your free consultation. The insurance companies are not on your side. Call us today at 724-437-2799. Either myself or an attorney from our office will personally come out and meet with you. If you're in an accident or hurt, call us at Davis & Davis, 724-437-2799 for your free consultation. Let us fight for you.
If you've driven by Tireman's Auto Garage, you've probably seen all the 2, 4, and 6-seater golf carts. Well, they're available for sale and financing is available. Interested in running a golf cart? See Joe and Kim at Tireman's Auto Garage about daily, weekly, or monthly rentals. Tireman's Auto Garage, voted best in Fayette for tires and the best prices in town for tires with CIMA and Snap Leasing available. Mill Street, phone 724-425-9606 for Tireman's Auto Garage on Mill Street in Uniontown.
Welcome back to What's on Your Mind. I'm Russ Rhodes, your host. It is Open Conversation, 724-438-4593. Let's get our first call of the afternoon. Hello, welcome to the show.
Yes, Russ, I want you to know that I do not listen to your show without my can of Narcan at arm's length.
Okay. All righty. I'm not sure how to take that, Frank.
Well, I don't want to OD on the news, you know.
Okay.
You know, I get the family size at Costco.
Uh-huh.
So,
okay.
yeah, I always have plenty.
Okay.
No, you were talking about fake news.
Yeah.
It's amazing how subject we've been to manipulation similar to AI. Do you remember during the early days of World War II, before the U.S. was involved, when the Germans invaded Paris, there was a very famous newsreel of Hitler dancing a little jig?
Yeah,
remember that?
I vaguely remember. Well, I don't remember that, but I remember because I wasn't there. but I remember seeing some video of that, yes. Yes,
Adolf was so ebullient that he danced a little jig there on the Champs-Élysées. It turned out that was fabricated.
Ah, okay.
And a Canadian newsreel man realized that by manipulating the frames of Hitler, going backwards and forwards, he could be made to look like he was dancing.
Uh-huh, okay.
And it was used for propaganda purposes just to show how evil he was.
Uh-huh, okay.
You know, dancing there in the French capital after the Blitzkrieg invasion in May of 1940.
Mm-hmm, okay.
So, yeah, there's all sorts of stuff like that. So you have to be very careful about your news sources. You want sources that check things, and you did the right thing. There's a source called Snopes.
Yeah.
that you can refer a question to, because there's just so much,
Yep. Yeah.
let's just call it propaganda.
Actually, and this article that I read discounting this video was actually a Snopes article. But I've also read stuff, Frank, that Snopes is not necessarily accurate themselves on determining whether something is, true, fake, or somewhere in between.
People have to realize that no source is infallible.
Mm-hmm.
In the news media. It's like anything else. It's like investments, it's like theories. So many scientific and medical theories we hold near and dear and absolutely, the sterling standard of truth have been disproven. It happens all the time. And this is why people should be skeptical, and it's not a sin to be skeptical.
Yeah.
To question things that you take on, face value, or because there's a certain imprint on it. This came from such and such a place, or Joe Ursulak talks about the counterfeit gold and silver that comes in, and it's very easy. I tell people, if you say invest in art, the easiest thing to forge in a painting is a signature. They'll say, "Oh, it's signed. It's signed." That's the easiest thing to fake is a signature.
Well, and that's true. That's true with sports memorabilia as well.
And
that's
how much sports memorabilia? Yeah. So you have to double check everything. So
do you know who Sam Seaborn is?
No.
Sam Seaborn is a character that was played by Rob Lowe on the TV series West Wing, and he was in his role. He was the assistant communications director. He wrote a lot of the president's speeches in it. So there's one scene that I always remember, and I wonder how many news organizations ascribe to this notion anymore, but they're getting ready to the president's getting ready to do a State of the Union address, and they're writing up to the last minute, and there's this one thing that Sam wants to get into the speech still, but he's waiting for verification. He said he wants verification from 3 separate sources.
Yes.
Before he puts it into a speech. And so, and that, I think that goes the same way with, you write an article, your sources are paramount, and I wonder how many news organizations go to that length anymore.
That's a rule I very rarely hear people enforce. There was a guy when I was involved with the Historical Society, he's since passed away, Mick Gallus, but very intelligent guy. And he said before anything was proven to him or disproved, he wanted to hear 3 different methods of proof.
Yeah.
And I've used that as a rule of thumb in things I research, that, you want more than one source, because there's so many mistakes in history. And, there's so many people out there who want to fool you. And, so many counterfeit everything, from designer clothing and accessories to jewelry. It's so easy to put a mark on it, or precious metals. Anything is pretty easy to fake. So you've got to watch these things. I love. There's a podcast called the Y-Files. Have you ever looked into that? They're always taking on, and they take questions from the audience at large, to turn into programs that they try to research and vet. Mm-hmm. And one of the most interesting ones are the photographs from Mars. For some reason, NASA alters a lot of the photographs. They used to come back as being almost a homogeneous reddish brown. That's what we expected.
Okay.
And people who study photography realized that this was an application from what's it called? It's one of the Photoshop.
Oh, okay.
So Photoshop has a little button you can press to remove applications. So they started removing NASA's applications and found it's a very variegated atmosphere and a surface. And in fact, the air is a gray-blue. It's not this kind of haze. And the pictures that came in, you remember the face on Mars and the pyramids. And NASA released subsequent photos that were altered with 14 different processes. They had people peeling these back. So, you got to ask, what are they hiding? So it's everywhere. It's in science.
Or just the opposite. What are they enhancing for whatever purpose?
Well, they refused to send the lunar or the landers to that particular area, and the areas they sent the rover Curiosity to and things like that, were far from that area that looks like it once was a city. Mm-hmm. And when Curiosity found things that appeared to be, for example, doorways or structures, they altered and ignored that. In fact, on this Y-Files podcast, there was an extremely funny little episode where the guy who runs the podcast asked about a particular NASA picture, which is an area in Canada where they send the rovers, to test them.
Okay.
It's a rough sort of beach area. And he asks this woman on the line about, why it's a picture of this area and it's identified as Mars. And she said, no, it's Mars. And he says, well, then why are there these little animals hiding under rocks? Arctic voles. And she cusses him out.
Okay.
Says stuff I can't repeat on your show.
Yeah.
You'd be using Narcan if I told you what she said.
Okay.
So yeah, it's amazing how often we're deceived.
Uh-huh.
And this is why I tell people, be skeptical and look into things. And it's not a case of, well, what does it really matter? When you're being deceived, you got to ask why. So anyway, I appreciate the open forum.
Yep.
And yes, keep on checking those things out, because people who rewrite history are some of the worst scoundrels, I think, around.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. So, all right, Frank, I thank you, sir. You have a great day.
And best of bingo luck to you, Russ.
All right. Thanks, Frank. Bye-bye. Hey, both lines are open, 724-438-4593. Give me a buzz. Would like to hear from you. One of the other things, talk about space photos, and I've read an explanation of this, but I don't remember it. So the Apollo moon landings, there is a picture, the American flag having been planted on the surface, and one of the astronauts standing there kind of saluting it. The question is who took the picture? Because originally it was like the other astronaut hadn't yet left the lunar module. So how did this picture get snapped? Hello, welcome to What's on Your Mind.
Hey.
Hey.
Just to confirm with the other, from your caller, man. I ain't seen Bigfoot, but I'll tell you right now, I saw a flying saucer.
Okay.
That's true, right here in Fayette County.
Okay. Who am I
So
talking
he's
to?
telling you, neighbor Dan down here now, the bottom of Masontown down there.
Okay. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm a long-time caller.
Okay.
All right, man. I did, though. He's out there. They're out there.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Hello. Welcome to What's on Your Mind.
And one of them is calling you, Russell. It's Leanne.
Hey, Leanne. How are you?
I'm okay. I had to ring off. That was me for your first caller because I had to get out of my ditch for a while.
Okay.
Parked on the side. Okay, but anyway, I hence did not hear too much of what you've been talking about, but I wanted to address the cell phones in school.
Yes.
And, yeah, it is a huge problem if the children are allowed to have them on their person because that turns the teachers into the cell phone police, or you'll have some student burst out in tears in the middle of class, and you know it's not because they're touched by whatever subject you're teaching. And, yeah, I mean, I know I'm inspirational, but not quite that. And that occupies their minds. And, you know, in the relatively rural school district that I taught in, guess what? We had phones and we didn't have tomato soup cans in our rooms, so we could call if there was an emergency, you know, or we have the capacity to call the school nurse or the principal or whomever, lickety split, and somehow, Russell, we survived without them, you know?
Yes.
And it's possible, but, you know, it's as you said, more and more and more, you know, youngins can't make eye contact. They cannot have a 4-sentence conversation with you. It's just getting horrible. And as far as AI is concerned, if you think about it, you know, if you have to double check every single thing, because it sounds like you might, that will become so burdensome. You know, how do you know that you're even what you think is a reliable source that hasn't been tampered with?
Yeah,
I think it's scary. I really do.
It is.
Because I've seen some things. Yeah, go ahead.
Well, I was going to say, and it's not something that it can be policed because it's still freedom of speech, you know?
Correct.
Yeah. So,
but I remember my son showing me something. It was probably during the before the last election that whomever, you know, said, and he goes, "Mom, that's total AI." And I said, you know, if you hadn't told me that, it's as you well know, it's completely realistic. And I don't know, Russ.
Yeah.
And I'm going to touch on the Narcan. At first I went, oh, geez, are you kidding? You know, you're inviting your child to be a drug addict or something. But how many times you might come across someone that is having an emergency and, you know, you can have the capacity to perhaps save their life. And you're right. You don't, you know, hey, we're out of mom's thumb and woohoo, you know.
Yeah. I'll be honest. When I take my dog for a walk, I carry Narcan with me.
Where do you acquire it? I'm sorry, Russ. Where do you acquire it?
Actually, I got mine from the county coroner, Bob Baker. I believe he's got a supply down at his office that you can just. Yes. Yeah. But you know, I took it. I have one. Okay. Yeah. I go for a walk downtown, and you know, okay, it's nice to have something there, but I'm taking my dog for a walk, and what do dogs do? They sniff everything and everywhere.
I didn't even think of that. Wow.
You know what? I don't know what might have fallen out of somebody's pocket somewhere along the line. And,
absolutely.
Yeah. And I'm told that Narcan works on dogs. So that's the main reason I carry it with me when we go on walks.
See, I would never, you know, that's expanding my horizons. Yeah. You know, I thought perhaps you found persons in need of it on your walks. But that's something that I think I can share with some of my friends who are dog owners. Yeah. I'm sure that that's the first time I've heard of that, Russ. So thank you.
Yep.
But anyway, I'm gonna ring off so that other people with wisdom can call you and.
Thanks for your call, Leanne. Have a great weekend. Bye-bye. Hello, welcome to What's on Your Mind.
Bingo, G50.
All righty. So guess who's back, unfortunately, and off his meds? Okay. Both lines are open, 724-438-4593. Both lines are now open. Give me a buzz. Looking to hear from some local parents here in Fayette County wanting to find out what your school's policy is when it comes to cell phones in school. So give me a buzz on that. I had just got a caller on line 1, but we're going to have to wait as I take a quick little break. But I promise they will be first up right after this.
Attention, active and retired coal miners. Have you been screened for black lung? Here at the Black Lung Clinic at Centerville Clinics, we offer yearly screenings, diagnosis, education, and treatment options to help you live a fuller, healthier life. We provide care regardless of your ability to pay. Call Centerville Clinics today at 724-632-6801. Do it today.
Pizza Kings in Connellsville is your go-to lunch and dinner spot with a full menu of mouth-watering pizzas and so much more. Using a deck oven helps our pizzas stay extra crisp, so if you haven't tried a slice lately, what are you waiting for? From our 50-slice King Carnivore to veggie pizzas and even pickle pizzas, Pizza King has the pie to match your taste. Pizza Kings, 1046 Morrell Avenue in Connellsville. Call 724-626-8343 or visit pizzakingswithaz.com.
Your mental health is your most valuable asset. With 55 years of experience serving Western Pennsylvania, Chestnut Ridge Counseling Services is ready and able to assist you with all of your mental health needs. Offering over 20 specialized treatments, open access, and just-in-time scheduling means that you receive the treatment you need in a time-conscious fashion. Chestnut Ridge Counseling now offers telehealth, mental health urgent care with immediate access to a mental health professional with no appointment necessary. Call 724-437-0729. That's 724-437-0729 for mental health urgent care at Chestnut Ridge Counseling. Outpatient care options include individual, group, and family therapies, mental health and psychiatric evaluations, and medication services. Outpatient care and services are also available for patients under the age of 18, geared towards youth-centric problems and concerns. Take control of your mental health care with Chestnut Ridge Counseling Services. Call 724-437-0729 to set up an appointment or speak immediately with a mental health professional.
Bright Stripe, Fayette County's premier asphalt seal coating professionals, locally owned by Matt and Lexi George. Bright Stripe specializes in residential and commercial asphalt seal coating, also excelling in line striping and layouts, thermoplastic, and infrared asphalt repair. Bright Stripe has succeeded due to their commitment to quality work for 30 years. Bright Stripe, 724-437-6090 or visit bright-stripe.com. BRITE-stripe.com.
Feeling lucky? Your next big jackpot is waiting for you. Visit the casino at Nemacolin in Farmington, PA for the ultimate casino experience featuring the hottest table games, daily promotions, big-time giveaways, and an exciting variety of premium slots. And after, celebrate your big win with a juicy burger at the Royale while you watch the big game. Hotel packages available. Visit CasinoNemacolin.com for more information. The Casino at Nemacolin. Game on! Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Having Hickson Boss Drugstore in Uniontown means reliability, quality, and service. Pharmacists Stephen Harper and Seth Miller fill your prescriptions, offer free prescription delivery, mail-out service, and gladly answer your healthcare questions. Flu shots, the new Moderna COVID boosters, plus Shingrix shots with your doctor's prescription are also available at Hickson Boss. Call 724-437-2828. Hickson Boss Drugstore, 304 Morgantown Street. Open Monday through Friday, 9 to 6, Saturday till 3, closed Sunday.
Ready to update your home? Find what you need at Zen's Construction Warehouse. Their friendly, knowledgeable staff will be happy to help you the old-fashioned way. Zen's is open Monday through Friday, 9 to 5:30, Saturday and Sunday, 10 to 2. 485 Walnut Hill Road in Continental. Zen's Construction Warehouse, 724-366-8274. Or visit Zen's Construction Warehouse's Facebook page.
Zen's Construction Warehouse. Our surplus. Your savings. WMBS.
Welcome back to What's on Your Mind. I'm Russ Rhodes, your host of today's show. It's Open Conversation, 724-438-4593. Let's get a caller. Hello, thanks for holding and welcome to the show.
Hello, Russ.
Yes, sir.
It's Mark calling.
How you doing, Mark?
Oh, I'm fine. This is the biggest fan that NASA ever had in the Village of Republic calling.
Yeah, okay.
I still have, I built it 39 years ago, the biggest model that Revell ever put out of the Space Shuttle Challenger come in for landing up in my bedroom, hanging from the ceiling.
Okay. How big is it?
It's about, it must be about 20 inches long.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a beautiful thing.
All right. Did you paint all the colors on it and everything?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, I had everything on it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, in fact, my nephew wanted me to build one for him. Years ago, he stopped by. He said, hey, got to build one for Aaron or something like that. But I never did. I don't know. I guess they had so much they lost interest in it.
Yeah, they're not cheap anymore, Revell models.
Yeah, I don't know if they build model those to the space shuttle doesn't exist anymore. You know.
Oh, I don't know. I mean, if you
they don't. I mean, you know what I'm saying? They don't. It doesn't go up anymore in the space anymore.
Well, yeah, but you can still go buy a model of old Ironsides or the Nautilus or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't see why
you were
not.
talking about how to get the picture of that astronaut saluting the. The same way they got him, coming down the steps. I believe he pushed a button, and a camera came out from the side of the ship and it took the photograph. I believe that's how it happened.
Okay.
Okay, and also, you notice how the flag it's unfurled, like it's blowing in the wind?
Yes.
Well, there's no atmosphere on the moon, of course.
Right. I did read they inserted like a rod or something.
Yeah, so that's probably how it came out.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I remember, it must have been about 25 years when I got back in the mines. Me and my neighbors we'd have cookouts. I had my own little space program going. I'd buy model rockets and we'd launch model rockets.
Yeah.
But also, I remember there used to be a magazine called Final Frontier. I think it was published every quarter. It was about the space and what was going on. I still have a few copies here. I never threw them away.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's see what else. What about? I want to ask you about the Chow Chow, the Hitler thing.
The Cha-Cha dance?
Yeah,
that was Frank mentioned?
That was used in a cat commercial one time.
That technology?
Well, I mean, the guy, Hitler dance, it was used back I remember in high school, when I was in high school, it was in, was it Purina Cat Chow or something like that? Chow, chow, chow.
Yeah.
Remember that? They did use it one time.
Yeah, where the cat was going back and forth, kind of.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Back to the moon and the landing. Couple years ago, NASA released a photograph. They had a satellite had gone around the moon and took pictures. And one of the pictures caught one of the landing spots. And the bottom part of the lunar module, they were able to catch and
left the base there and it came up off.
Yeah. So I thought that was kind of neat after all these years.
Yeah. Well, it's going to be so the footprints with no atmosphere.
Sure. Yeah.
Hey, I was just wondering, Russ, did you talk to your son about the expansion down there?
He doesn't know about it.
Doesn't know anything? Okay.
No, he hasn't.
Okay,
heard
I heard
about it.
Somebody say something about it.
Yeah, maybe they are, but he's a welder, so it's not like they're going to go and consult my son.
Yeah.
As to what they should do as far as expansion.
Yeah.
But no, he hasn't heard anything.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, Russ, that's all I got for today.
All righty. Hey, Mark, thanks for your call. I appreciate it. Bye-bye. All righty, 724-438-4593. We've got about 30 seconds, 45 seconds before the CBS News. The time for a quick little comment, if you want, or if something you want to chat about is going to take a little bit longer. Well, we've got all of the next hour that we can devote some time to chat about whatever it is that you want to chat about. So phone number is going to stay the same. We have not made any arrangements to change it over or anything. So 724-438-4593. That is and will be the number for you to dial into to let everyone know what's on your mind. Hey, CBS News is next. They're going to bring you the news from around the world, around the country. And then TJ's in here with the news from around the area, along with the weather and sports. So this is WMBS Uniontown at the Tone. It will be 3 o'clock.
This is CBS News on the Hour, sponsored by O'Reilly Auto Parts.
I'm Cammie McCormick. An appeals court today threw out a massive civil fraud penalty against President Trump in a case that alleged he exaggerated his wealth. The verdict could have cost him more than $500 million. And while that's off the table, CBS's Graham Cates reports the legal battle isn't over.
New York Attorney General Letitia James said in a statement Thursday that her office will appeal the decision, but she lauded one aspect of the ruling, which left in place sanctions barring President Trump from serving as an officer or director of any corporation or other legal entity in the state for 3 years, while his sons, Eric Trump and Donald Trump Jr., were banned for 2 years.
Hurricane Aaron delivered a blow to the Outer Banks in North Carolina today, as Rob Marciano reports from Kitty Hawk.
The Kitty Hawk Pier here, it's pretty nasty out there, and we've had waves to 16 feet and bigger swells offshore, and those waves will be propagating upstream as well.
It's still churning up the ocean all the way to New Jersey, but meteorologist Kate Bilo says things will start to improve.
The track of Aaron is promising. It has been picked up by an advancing trough of low pressure, and it's getting out of here. It should maintain Category 2 strength until tomorrow morning, and then quickly downgrade to a Category 1 as it moves into the cooler waters of the North Atlantic.
The threat of rip currents will remain. In the West, it's day 2 of a heat wave that could break records. Matt Bigler reports California authorities are urging residents to take precautions to prevent wildfires.
There are several things you can try not to do on a hot day like today, like using power tools.
No weed whackers or no lawn mowers, because all it takes is a little rock and dry brush, and you have an ignition.
Seth Shallett, CEO of the Santa Clara County Fire Safe Council, says what you should do is take the opportunity to work on a fire evacuation plan for your family and pack a go bag.
Make sure you've got a couple of days worth of supplies.
Matt Bigler for CBS News, San Jose, California.
President Trump plans to get a first-hand look at his crime crackdown in the nation's capital, as Linda Kenyon reports.
The president will join police and National Guard troops this evening in the nation's capital to get a first-hand look at how operations are going. Trump deployed troops in the district after declaring a crime emergency. The declaration has been a matter of dispute amid reports that crime is down. Many people who live and work in Washington, D.C. describe the operation as heavy-handed. Meanwhile, the administration is reporting multiple arrests along with the removal of several homeless encampments.
Checking the numbers on Wall Street, stocks are lower again today. The Dow is off 114 points. This is CBS News.
Think O'Reilly Auto Parts for all your car care needs. Get the parts and service you need fast from the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
For professional cleaning services, Clean and Shine in New Stanton is the place for you. They provide commercial and residential cleaning, porter services, carpet cleaning, stripping and waxing, construction cleanups, and car cleaning. For free estimates, call 724-691-0413, email info@cleanandshine14.org, or visit their website, cleanandshine14.org. We clean so you can shine.
If you are looking for a trusted local law firm with a strong commitment to their clients, look no further than Zebley Law Offices. Attorney Zebley has been practicing law in Fayette County for more than 4 decades. Although specializing in bankruptcy, Zebley also handles real estate matters, civil suits, collections, wills, powers of attorney, and more. If you need legal help, go with a name you recognize and trust. Call Zebley Law Offices today at 724-439-9200.
The Philadelphia Zoo is showing off its newest residents. CBS News correspondent Michael Wallace says that.
They are 16 endangered western Santa Cruz tortoises, native to the Galapagos Islands, born to parents named Mommy and Abrazo, who are 97 and 96 years old, respectively. The zoo's Lauren Augustine.
This animal, who's been in Philadelphia since 1932, will be represented here for hopefully another 100 years.
People who donate to the zoo will get a chance to name some of the babies.
Rocky would be a very good tortoise name.
Could more babies be on the way? During yesterday's media event, Mommy and Abrazo were spotted getting busy again. Michael Wallace, CBS News.
A New Jersey-based company is recalling 32,000 pounds of various meat products with a false USDA mark of inspection. Federal officials say the meats didn't go through the proper examination process. The Agriculture Department says it will have a list of the falsely labeled products on its webpage. I'm Cammie McCormick, CBS News.
This news report is brought to you by Chesler's Fine Furniture, Route 51 next to the Fayette Plaza, Uniontown, where customers send their friends. Open Monday through Friday, 9 to 6, and Saturday, 9 to 5. And now the news.
And good afternoon. It is 3:05. It is mostly cloudy and 76 outside of our Davis & Davis Attorneys at Law Studios, your personal injury attorney since 1976. Your local station, 590 AM, 101.1 FM, WMBS. I'm TJ DeStefano. Sports and weather will follow the news. District Attorney Jason Walsh, who is already facing a challenge to his pursuit of the death penalty against homicide defendants, is appealing the recent decision by a Washington County judge dismissing all charges against a co-defendant in a capital murder case. Walsh filed an appeal August 8th to the state Superior Court, asking it to review the decision by Judge Tracy McDonald to dismiss the homicide case against Jay Sutton. McDonald found there was no conclusive evidence linking her to the 2021 killing of a Denora convenience store worker. Observer Reporter says that the case was docketed last week, and Walsh must now submit a concise statement order providing specific reasons why he thinks McDonald erred in her decision in Sutton's case. A judge is approving of the death penalty for a Pittsburgh man who killed a prison guard. In 2018, Paul Kendrick killed Sergeant Mark Basserman at the State Correctional Institution in Somerset. Kendrick was in prison serving a life sentence following a murder in Pittsburgh. A jury sentenced Kendrick to death earlier this year, and a judge approved of the death penalty this week. While Kendrick will now be placed on death row, there is a moratorium on executions in the state. First-time filings for unemployment are decreasing across Pennsylvania. That's according to the U.S. Department of Labor, which says for the week ending August 16th, there were more than 9,600 first-time claims in the state. That number is down by more than 100 compared to the week prior. Nationally, the number of initial claims increased for the week. The Powerball jackpot is rolling over once again. Here's Michael Kastner with more.
With no grand prize winner on Wednesday night, the already massive jackpot now stands at least $700 million, with the next drawing set to take place on Saturday. There were a couple of $1 million winners, however, in Michigan and Oklahoma, as well as a $2 million winning ticket sold in Tennessee. I'm Michael Kastner.
WMBS time is 3:08. We'll have sports and weather after this.
If it's time for a change in decor at your home, let the trained staff at Chesler's Fine Furniture work their magic. The August store-wide furniture clearance is going on now. There are no gimmicks involved, just great values and old-fashioned service. Chesler's offers the finest in name-brand furnishings by famous makers, plus accent pieces and wall decor that will underline your unique sense of style. You'll find items such as genuine Lazy Boy rocker recliners for just $4.29, 5-piece dining sets starting at $5.99. For the family room, there are reclining sofas from $7.99 and up, with matching reclining love seats and recliners. For the formal living room, there are sofas starting at $4.99. Don't forget the bedding department, as all mattress sets are reduced. Every piece of bedroom furniture, every piece of living room furniture and dining room furniture, every piece of furniture at Chesler's will be discounted. Chesler's Fine Furniture, Route 51 in Uniontown, where customers send their friends.
In sports, the Steelers, they wrap up the preseason tonight. They'll visit the Carolina Panthers. We'll have the game on WMBS at 7 o'clock. And today's an off day for the Pirates. They'll host the Colorado Rockies tomorrow night at PNC Park. Braxton Ashcraft will be on the mound for the Bucks, who are 54 and 74. First pitch tomorrow night is at 6:40. Weather-wise, partly cloudy tonight. The low will be 62. Partly cloudy for tomorrow, 83 for the high. Partly cloudy Saturday and Sunday. There is a chance of an isolated shower or storm both days, 86 Saturday and 82 on Sunday. Mostly sunny on Monday with an isolated shower and a high of only 75. Right now, it's mostly cloudy and 76 outside of our Davis & Davis Attorneys at Law Studios at 3:10 on this Thursday afternoon. I'm TJ DeStefano. Up next, we have hour 2 of What's on Your Mind with Russ Rhodes here on WMBS.
The news report has been brought to you by Chesler's Fine Furniture, Route 51 next to the Fayette Plaza, Uniontown, where customers and their friends open Monday through Friday 9 to 6 and Saturday 9 to 5.
At what point did everything change? When did service get taken out of service industries? It's too bad, because people are busy these days. At life, at work, at play. When it comes to your hard-earned money, you want service. Real service. From a person you know and a face you trust. At a bank where changing with the times doesn't mean leaving people behind. We're proud to be a part of your community. We're United Bank, at your service.
Make some money with WMBS and the Pennsylvania Lottery. Now through August 10, just be the 6th caller to 724-438-4593 when you hear. Show me the money! And you'll win 6 $5 Moneymaker scratch-off tickets with 10 top prizes of $200,000. So don't miss your chance to scratch, win, and cash in today. The Pennsylvania Lottery benefits older Pennsylvanians every day. Must be 18 or older to play. Please play responsibly.
Step back in time to 1794 as Friendship Hill Association celebrates Whiskey Rebellion Festifall Weekend, August 30th and 31st. Tucked away on Route 166 in New Geneva and a National Historic Site, Whiskey Rebellion Festifall at Friendship Hill is a weekend of local history and fun with Ron Duquette as Albert Gallatin and Brady Kreitzer, author of A Distilled History of the Whiskey Rebellion, plus craft vendors, fife and drum corps, children's games, pumpkin races, the barbecue buggy, and more. To learn more, visit Friendship Hill Association's Facebook page.
When you are looking to make some extra cash for your aluminum cans, visit Cherokee Recycling, where aluminum can is king. Cherokee Recycling is open Monday through Friday 9 to 4:30 and Saturdays 8 to 12 noon, closed Sundays and holidays. Give Marcus or Braggs a call today, 724-439-3228 for Cherokee Recycling, where recycling makes the most sense.
Point Hill Living Care Home is an all-new personal care home conveniently located in Point Marion and is now accepting new residents. Point Hill Living is committed to providing comfort and support while allowing residents to maintain their independence and enhance their quality of life. With a dedicated staff and experienced advanced care team, Point Hill Living offers fully customized care plans for all residents, while also ensuring a sense of community and engagement, making Point Hill feel like home. Multiple care levels are available, from basic plans to fully customized and enhanced plans, including options for medical monitoring and full-time dedicated assistance. If you are looking for a high-quality care home close to home, look no further than Point Hill Living Care Home at 300 Union Street in Point Marion. Call them today at 724-725-5533 to learn more, or visit them at pointhillliving.com. Point Hill Living Care Home, where our residents are family.
The 4th annual Legends Car and Truck Show and Hog Roast in memory of Bud Fisher will be held on Saturday, August 23rd, starting at 11 a.m. See 11 different vehicle classes, including classics, rad rods, motorcycles, Jeeps, and square-bodied style pickup trucks. It's happening at 1368 Mall Run Road in Uniontown by the Flag. A portion of the proceeds and donations will benefit Callan Butler Medical Fund and Hillman Cancer Center. Registration is $15 a vehicle, and dash plaques and t-shirts will be given to the first 100 registered. There will be food, a Chinese auction, and a 50-50, plus oldies music provided by WMBS DJ Arnie Amber. And on top of that, Josh Krysak will join him for a live WMBS broadcast from noon to 2. It's the 4th annual Legends Car Show in Hog Roast, Saturday, August 23rd. For more info, call Buddy 724-434-4440. It's one show you don't want to miss.
Your local station, WMBS.
The views and opinions presented by the host, guests, or callers on this program do not necessarily represent the positions of WMBS Radio.
And welcome back to What's on Your Mind. I'm Russ Rhodes, your host. It is hour 2 of Open Conversation, 724-438-4593. We are brought to you by Bright Stripe Seal Coating and Line Striping, Gary's Auto Sales, Red Rooster Dumpster and Hauling, Hicks and Buzz Drugstore, Chestnut Ridge Counseling, Coldwell Banker at Laurel Ridge Realty, K2 Engineering, and Tireman's Auto Garage. We've been talking a little bit about cell phones in school. A lot of schools are starting to, confiscate's a hard word to use, but that's basically what it boils down to. Students aren't allowed to carry them in the classrooms